the way you have sized your trade, and most likely is because you put the stop loss very close to entry price, you find that if I get into this trade, I use up fully my entire capital base. Although I'm just risking 1%. That's what you were trying to explain early on as well, right? So you were risking only 1% of your capital, but because after doing the calculation, you realize that if you want to get into this short trade, you will have to use up your full entire capital just to open up this position, which means that you are having a 1% risk on your entire equity, but you're only having one single position, which means that you actually still have the capacity to take on more positions of, let's say, 1% each, maybe up to another 5 different positions. With 1% risk each, you are still exposing yourself only to about 5 to 6% risk, which you are still capable of doing, but you can't because you fully use up your capital already. So that is actually when I will actually suggest to most people, this is where leverage becomes helpful. Okay, so I'm not sure whether when you mentioned that you fully use up your capital, does that include the leverage part already, or is it just your own equity part? If it's just your own equity part and you have leverage facilities, that's when you can actually make use of the leverage to get into more positions of 1% risk each. Because you know that even if you're using leverage, the maximum risk exposure is your total number of open positions times that 1%.